All right, CJ, so obviously bye week for you guys last week. Got some chance to rest, recover, get ready for this long 5-game stretch to end the season. You guys play a decent Oklahoma State team this upcoming week that has a really good running back in Ollie Gordon. How are you guys preparing for the running defense against the Oklahoma State team this week?
It's really just doing what our defense does. You know, we pride ourselves on how we stop around on first and second down, and we have the ability to rush on third down and just send exotic or just send regular, just beat them one-on-ones. So it's, you know, we take pride in stuff like that. So just continue to do what we do, go in, day out, just work as hard as we can, and just get better each day. Just, you know, we always get better at something. So just bring the energy and just continue to get better. That's all we're really worried about.
Coach Dillingham talked about the difficulties of having to guard a bigger running back at his frame and size, and then they're going to try to spread you guys out a little bit and having to clog holes that way. Is there anything in particular you have to do against a bigger running back compared to the more smaller, agile guys on a week-to-week basis?
It's really just make sure he doesn't get downhill. As long as we dominate up front, he has to bounce it, go outside. He doesn't want to do that. He wants to go straight downhill, just be able to get some steam behind him. So really, it's you know, the D-line, the interior, the edges, just making sure we just clog the hole up, just get some knockback, dominate up front, so we don't give them that chance to get downhill.
For you guys this week, the bye week that just passed, Coach talked a lot about self-scouting and you guys kind of mending your own mistakes or critical things. What have you noticed about the D-line that maybe you guys had to be critical of over the last week or so over the bye week after you guys have had a good start defensively?
I say the biggest thing was our eyes. Sometimes we catch ourselves playing the blocks and looking in the backfield. So our biggest thing was if you defeat the man in front of you, you'll make the plays. So we really had to go in and focus on our right eyes, putting our eyes on the man in front of us, beating the man in front of us before we try to make a play.
And then for you guys on the road, have had some up and downs, some struggles in terms of managing momentum. Coach talked about how after the turnover in the game against Cincinnati, you guys weren't able to kind of recover that, and then like a tough second quarter against Cincinnati. What would you make of those momentous swings that kind of occur in these away games, and then how do you go about trying to mitigate those things for you guys going forward?
I mean, it's really just trying to. This is all about mental toughness. You know, we just gotta be able to not let that affect us. Just stay steady. Just making sure we don't get too high or too low. So when we get those plays like that, when we go low, we just go right back up. You know, just have our just steady and make sure that it doesn't phase us. We can just continue to dominate and play the game.
And do you feel like when those situations happen that you guys have kind of been able to learn from any mistakes that happened over Cincinnati or any other weeks?
Say it again.
Just that if you think you've learned from those past games or situations where momentum has kind of gone astray from you guys and been able to kind of grow from that going forward?
Oh, for sure. It really opened our eyes. You know, it showed us that that is something we need to work on. So it helps us for sure. Obviously, you don't want to learn it that way, but you know, it takes what it takes. So now we know what we need to work on, how we need to improve and respond.
And then CJ, I mean, 5-2 obviously right now, but even from the last battle now or beginning of the season, how do you just feel that the defense has grown? I mean, as overall as a unit, you guys as a D-line, I mean, the chemistry-wise, how do you feel that, I guess the biggest growth and difference from last season to now?
I feel like this year everybody's going to kind of understand why we're doing certain things. You know, and it's not really a lot of guessing going on. Everybody's comfortable. Everybody's playing the defense, doing it on 111. So it's just, you know, playing team ball. You know, so that's really it.
And then, I mean, in a game like Cincinnati, obviously, because those first few series, I mean, complimentary, you get them off the field, they score, the defense gets Keith gets another interception. From that standpoint of playing complimentary football, has this been the best that you've seen here in your time here?
I'd say yes, because I say we get better each day. So, you know, I say we're better today than we were yesterday, and that's our goal. So I do say we're playing probably our best football as of right now, but I don't think it's going to be the best football this year. We'll just continue to get better and just continue to improve and be able to dominate on defense.
So, CJ, for you guys then, in terms of that complementary football style, what are the biggest things that you try to do individually for yourself as a part of this team to kind of make sure that you're playing complementary football and aiding your guys on a time-to-time basis?
Just doing my job. Our biggest thing is doing your 111. So you don't have to do anything special. As long as you do your part, everybody does their part. You know, that's why everybody trusts each other around here. Everybody trusts that the person next to them will do their job. So everybody's just focused on doing their job, doing their 111. So that's just the biggest thing, the only thing you have to do, because the plays will come to you if you do your job. job, really. So it's nothing.
Have there been anything changed when like you guys are having your meetings or talking with coach about, hey, we have this last 5-game stretch of the season. It's a lot of games, like consecutive weeks. When it comes to like the way you guys are training, or you guys are going through like week-to-week prepping basis, having to deal with 5 games this month and not having any breaks at all.
I mean, obviously we're not gonna bang as much. Obviously you don't want to do too much, but we practice physical. So every week I'm gonna practice physical, practice hard. So it's really main thing is just staying up, just making sure you don't hurt your own teammates. So just learning how to practice, making sure we're good at practicing, so we can get good work in, be physical, but not also stay off the ground and stay healthy.
And Coach Dillingham mentioned, obviously, you're doing your job. A lot of teams going after Keith, and he just keeps coming up with the interceptions. What have you seen in the growth of his game and what it's meant to the defense?
It's just him with that steady mindset, not getting too low, just working each day, just continue to get better. When I was after he got his pick on the Cincy game, I asked him, "Hey, Keith, when they gonna stop playing with you?" He said, "I don't even know." So I mean, he likes it like that. He likes the challenge. So if they want to keep trying them, I'm down for it. They can keep trying them, so it really don't make a difference.
Speaking of picks, I mean, I know obviously the linebackers have gotten some. Secondary's got theirs. Who's going to be the first in the D-line to get one, CJ?
I feel like this is the game. There's a lot of low projectile balls, so D-line gets some tips, maybe a little pick for the D-line. But if somebody in the back end gets the pick, that's cool too. But hopefully D-line gets their hands up, get the ball, have hands on the ball.
And then for you guys and kind of having the way your season's gone, the only losses you guys have suffered this week are the ones right before bye weeks. Does that kind of like fester at all? Having like a week where you can't go and like get it back right away. You gotta get through the week and then go to another one. Is that kind of like build up for you guys at all, having to take a loss and have some time off?
Yeah, it hurts for sure. You sit there, you take the loss, and you wait, and you're waiting around that whole week. It's like, okay, I'm trying to hit something. And you gotta wait another week until you hit it. So it's like, you just get anxious, ready to go. So we're gonna be ready to go. So this is the game on Saturday.